Howdy, folks! It is good to see you, but I gotta hear you. I said, howdy, folks! Welcome to the Dixie Stampede. My name is Jared, and I will be your host for this evening's incredible event. Tonight, we take you on a journey back to a rivalry that forever changed our great United States. Now that rivalry, well, it's been going on for years. And tonight, we settle it with each and every one of you fine folks. So, with that in mind, let's make some noise. On the count of 3, let me hear you. 1, 2, 3! Now. Unfortunately, there will come a time during these proceedings that you are not going to be able to hoot and holler like you just did. You're not going to be able to clap your hands. You're not even going to be able to whistle. Why? Because you'll have a corn cob in one hand, a tater in the other, and a chicken gizzard stuck right in your craw. Now, what are you going to do then? That's right. Every time you hear me say the word stampede, you're going to pound your feet on the floorboards and make all the noise you can. Right now, let's hear everybody, as loud as you can. Stampede! Now, since this is a competition, let's go ahead and lay down the boundary lines. From this point all the way to the very end, you folks are cheering for the North! And as Northerners, you all have one common bond that unites each and every one of you. You believe that all those people over there ain't nothing but a bunch of short-sighted, flat-headed, narrow-minded featherbrains who haven't got the sense of a rock. Ain't that right, North? Come on! Did you hear what they just called you? Now, as you probably all guessed, all you people sitting over here are representing the legendary Pride of the South. All Southerners agree on one simple fact. Ain't nobody from the North, and I think you know who they are. Well, they ain't nothing but a bunch of foul-smelling, gold-digging, pig-slopping polecats that couldn't punch their way out of a wet paper bag. Ain't that right, South? Yeah! Well, I believe I've done my job introducing both sides, and now you are ready to meet the troops competing for you here tonight. So, help me bring them out right now with a great big Dixie Stampede!